AITA for exploding on my father's wife. Throwaway. Hear me out on this one. In regards to ages. I'm 17. Dad is 43. And father's wife 27 or 28. 6 years ago. It came out during couples therapy that my father was cheating on my mom and that his mistress was pregnant. My mom initiated divorce. 6 months after the divorce was finalized, my father married his now wife and they had 3 kids. My dad has apologized for his actions and we are still doing therapy. So one day I can truly forgive him. I do not like my so-called stepmom. But in regards that she is father's wife, I begrudgingly show respect. I have never called her out of her name until later in this story. If she speaks to me, I will say something back. If I'm in her home, I will clean up after myself. However, I will always refer to her as my father's wife and she will never be a prominent figure in my life. This is something she cannot accept. I have never let my true feelings about her be known. Until the other day, while at my father's house, she attempted to make a cringe-worthy joke about my girlfriend with the saying the blacker the berry the sweeter the juice. And said that I was good enough looking boy and she was confused about why I would go out with a dark-skinned black girl and not someone white like myself. I guess the look on my face told her to shut up. So she changed the subject. She then revealed that when my dad gets back from his TDY, temporary duty assignment, she had booked a photo shoot for family portraits of us, and she wanted to do a special photo of me and her 2 sons holding signs that say, "Don't mess with her." With her 2-month-old daughter. I have never been in any of the previous family portraits because I refused to and my dad said I didn't have to. I told her I was not going to participate. She asked why I was being difficult and that just she wanted family pictures with all of her children. 6 years worth of hurt came out. I told her she was a fool to ever think I was her child or that I considered her family. From my perspective, she was nothing but my father's racist side chick who had nothing better to do but chase after a married man and sit on her ass all day. I took it a step further and fully implied that her daughter wasn't my father's child because she looks nothing like him. She turned red and started crying, saying how disrespectful I was and I had no right to talk to her in such a manner. I fully admit I called her a bitch and stated she didn't even deserve any respect from me because she didn't respect my mother's marriage and if she ever disrespected my girlfriend again, she would live to regret it. After realizing what I had said, I left and haven't talked to her since. Everyone that I have talked to say I should at least apologize for calling her a bitch and I don't mind doing that. However, certain people say I shouldn't have gone off on her because my dad was gone and she just had a baby, etc. So who is the asshole? NTA. Oh. Honey. You are 100% absolutely the sympathetic party here. She is a racist pose and deserves to get told that. And calling you her kid is total boundary stepping given the circumstances. Your dad is more responsible for the affair and it seems like you know that. But she is hardly blameless. But you did go above and beyond just putting her in her place for her comment and for pressuring you to be involved in pictures you don't want. So, I can't say it's totally on her. You don't owe her shit though. Imo. She doesn't respect your boundaries. Doesn't respect your relationship. AITA, changing my vote from ESH. Yeah, the casual racism kinda threw me there. I know she might have done it in ignorance. But that doesn't really make it better. NTA with a tad of ash. She said made a racist comment to you about your girlfriend. She also has shitty tastes in family portraits because your sister isn't even a teenage and they are policing her by saying she has brothers. You going off on her is understandable. I doubt you should apologize for calling her bitch, but it does suck that you're implying she cheated on her father and it's not your sister. That would hurt even if you were on the best of terms with your father. I would suggest you tell your father how you feel straight up. Why would it suck that Op implied she cheated? That's the only conduct she's demonstrated capable of when she became a side chick to a married man. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Op hurled a valid insult that she's clearly not a person who respects relationship statuses. NTA. Look. Some of your rant was clearly wince-worthy. I'm thrown that people are more caught on the name calling than the implying that her daughter wasn't your dad's child. If you're willing to apologize for some of the excesses, I think you should. But at the end of the day, this woman has caused you and people you love an immense amount of hurt. You are allowed to be angry about that and to express that anger when pressed. Her presumption that by fucking your father she has some claim to be your mother is frankly cruel and demonstrates a shocking lack of self-awareness. Given that the most important role she played in your life was being the other woman in your actual mother's marriage, you have every right to push back on that. If she doesn't like it, she can step a lot more lightly in her relationship with you. And frankly, it's about time. You might have small error in your second paragraph. Edit fucked Op's mother to Op's father. NTA. It sounds like you reached your breaking point. The name calling make you a bit of tar. But sometimes that's understandable. In this case it was extremely understandable and seemed long overdue. NTA, I'm on your side. You're 100% right, she didn't respect your mother. But you know what? Neither did your dad. They were both wrong. I hope your therapy can help repair your relationship with your dad. Maybe even let go of some hate you have for his new wife. Not like her or love her by any means. But just let go of some hate so it doesn't eat you away. You should apologize about the baby comment and calling her a B. But otherwise your feelings are valid. Removed. Oh man. That is quite the explosion. 6 years is an awfully long time for feelings to be boiling up like that. I'm not endorsing what all you said. But I can understand and sympathize with when you finally let it all out and you somehow keep going. I would say talk it out with your mom. Talk it out with your dad, without his wife. And you'll all talk it out in family therapy. I hope you can all find some peace. NTA. NTA. She slept with a married man twice her age and married him. And is a racist. I have no sympathy. Hell yeah. Thank you. All these other ish posts are enlightened centrism garbage. The wife sucks for being racist. The dad sucks for cheating. Op is a young dude that stood up to racism at his young age and is angry about his family being broken up. Cut him some slack. NTA. She participated in wrecking a marriage and she's racist. Who cares if she just had a baby? Tate had to be said. Well done, bud. Relax and don't apologize. Stay away from them and go hug your mom. I love this. Agree. She was confused about why I would go out with a dark-skinned black girl and not someone white like myself. Wow, fuck her. NTA. When I first read the blacker the berry the sweeter the juice, I was thinking that's a very uncomfortable and borderline racist way to say she likes Op's girlfriend, because obviously making any statements that generalize people based on race is inherently racist, even if well intentioned. But wow, then it got so bad and I really dislike the homewrecker Op's dad married. NTA. Truth hurts. NTA, as if the cheating and breaking your parents' marriage up wasn't enough. She throws some racism aimed at your GF too? I don't think so. NTA. Least of which, because that photo shoot sounds cringy and a tad sexist. She's a racist pose. I blame your father for the breakup of the marriage, but I guess our souls are like water. They find their level. NTA, those photo shoots with "don't mess with her" signs are outrageously tacky. Don't participate. Plus other stuff that other commenters covered. I completely agree. Those photos are gross, and they make me cringe so hard. NTA. Not even gonna get into the situation of your mother. But as a 24Y/0 white male with a mixed 3-year-old daughter whose mother is now deceased, every joke about the race you chose to date isn't to be taken lightly. They actually mean that shit deep down. But try to come out as joking. I've told numerous family members to fuck off or step outside with me. They usually humble the hell up. I don't think you'll have any problems with her. Don't be sorry. You got it off your chest how you actually felt. Be happy. Info: why were you there if there's no relationship and your dad was away? Because he's a 17-year-old kid in his home. Half the family issues in the world are because people don't address the elephant in the room and call a spade when it happens. I simply can't stand it when people make ignorant decisions like cheating and ruining relationships and no one is allowed to call it out for what it is for fear of making waves. Good on you. I'm sure this will partially bite you in the ass from your dad. But you aren't wrong and it would totally say that. What did I say that was wrong? Did you not find a side chick and get her pregnant? Does that child look like yours? Good luck op. NTA. She wants you as a prop. Not because she sees you as her child. She's only 10 years older. Better that she knows the truth about how you feel. After her comments about your girlfriend, I think you had every right. Disrespectful or not. She can't have respect if she isn't willing to give any. She can kick rocks. NTA. So many good comments on the cheating, name calling, racist stuff. All good things. All good things. How about stepmom asking Op to be in the family photo to begin with? Sounds like Op has refused all previous family photos and dad has allowed him to remain absent from them. Dad and stepmom must have had conversations about this in the past, so stepmom was well aware that Op did not want to be in the family portraits. Yet she still tried to impose them on him. I'm torn between believing she did this because she really was trying to include Op, or if she just is selfish about it. Wants the family picture because she thinks it will look good to other to include him and make it look like they're one happy family, or that she's been absolved of her wrongdoing, etc. I'm leaning toward the latter because she knew he didn't want to do this. Knew why. And then asked why he was being so difficult for refusing. She is incredibly self-centered and horribly clueless about her words. It was about time she got told off. He's going to get backlash from dad though. Op here. I didn't think this post would become so big. Because of the word count for my original post, I couldn't add in more details. My dad was active duty military when he met his wife. He has gotten out and transferred to the reserves. I don't live with my dad, but with my mom. The only reason I was at his wife's house was to check up on her and help while my dad is gone. I don't think my dad even knows she says racist stuff. The military and my dad's civilian job is pretty diverse. My dad and I do family therapy once every month or 2 months. Depends on his work schedule. My dad knows I don't like his wife and has never pushed me to accept her. All he asks is that I show respect. Just because Op was uncivil to someone in the story does not mean you can be uncivil to them as well. Any further insults of the father or the father's wife will result in a ban, along with any other Rule 1 breaking comments. Here's a link on civility for more information. https link. FYI, but the Op said it is not an excuse. You will still need to follow the rules on this sub. If you enjoyed this video, then hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more future videos.